FN 509 Compact Tactical. I swear, guns just get more and more expensive when I'm looking for guns to review, and this is no exception. I mean it, this gun comes in right about $1,000, and that's not including weapon-mounted light or red dot. It is exactly because of this reason that this one here, this one's a loaner. I am fortunate enough to have some really good friends out there that are cool with loaning out and letting me test and review their stuff, because God knows, FN sure in the hell isn't sending me any demos. That being said, let's just jump right in and get started. This gun reminds me so much of my M&P. I mean, between the actual size and the way that the ergonomics are set up, it's just really similar to me. One of the things that I do like about this gun is that it has a true ambidextrous mag release, so I can go ahead and release it from either side. It's not like guns like the M&P where I actually have to remove that mag release, flip it over the other direction, and reinstall it in order to use it from the other hand. No, not with the FN. With the FN, it sticks out just enough on both sides so that you can toggle it with either hand, which is great because if anything ever does happen to your primary hand, you can go ahead and operate it with that secondary hand. Being able to do that without actually making any changes to the gun makes it truly ambidextrous. The other thing that I like about the mag release on this gun is the size and shape. Well, the texture is pretty nice too. Because of the fact that the mag release is somewhat elongated, I don't feel like I actually have to reach at all to hit it. Not that it's so close or in an awkward position to where I'm accidentally going to release the magazine, but I don't feel like I really have to break my grip too much to be able to operate that mag release. Now, before actually handling this FN, my Smith & Wesson M&P, this mag release so far has been one of my favorite all-time mag releases on any gun. Now, some days I'll go ahead and I will leave the house with my Polymer 80. The mag release on that gun is absolute trash. It is sharp and jagged all the way around, and it's just a plastic piece of crap, to be perfectly honest. Sure, it's extended and that's great, but when it's compared to something like the M&P or the FN, it really is garbage. I feel like the mag release that FN put on this pistol, they put a lot of time and effort and consideration into the design of that mag release. It wasn't just a quick, let's throw a design together and put it on this pistol just to get it out into production. They did a really awesome job on it. Ergonomically speaking, the FN 509 is a damn good gun. They put a lot of consideration into the little things when it came to designing this thing. You can see it with stuff like the slide release. Most guns have a slide release where, sure, you can practice and practice and practice with it and get fairly efficient with using it. But actually getting onto it and using that slide release, it takes a little bit of work. FN actually created theirs so that it sticks out. It's weird because it feels like it's extended, but it's not overly extended to where it's going to snag on articles of clothing or accidentally get hit when it's not supposed to. It's actually really easy to get to with my thumb and actually operate. The other cool thing about the way that they designed this is that it's not just on one side like it is with basically every other gun that's out there. FN, keeping with true ambidextrous nature of this gun, went ahead and put that slide release on both sides so that if something happens to your primary hand and you have to use it with your secondary hand, you can still operate that slide release just as easily as you can with your other side. No modifications necessary. Spoiler alert, the only real negatives that I have to say about this gun is that it's exorbitantly expensive. Sometimes, though, you do get what you pay for. Once we move past the fact that it does cost $1,000, everything else looks great. Look at this grip texture. I mean, there are 4 distinct textures within your grip. You have one style of texture for your mag release, and then you have 3 others on the actual grip itself. Freaking genius. Not only are you getting a variety of different types of grip that are going to handle well under all types of situations and conditions, but also with all those different types of grips in different areas within the grip, it gives you kind of a tactile feedback to let your hand know that it is where it needs to be without actually having to look or fumble around. I'm seriously struggling to even put it into words. If you haven't held one of these guns, if you can find one in your local gun store, ask them to pull it out of the cabinet and just kind of get your hands on it. It's pretty incredible, actually. Now, anybody who has watched enough of my videos knows that the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0, that grip texture has been my absolute favorite for the longest time, since I bought that gun, really. I hate to say it, but I think I may have found a contender, something that may actually knock the M&P out of the #1 spot for grip texture. The way that FN has made the texture directionally aggressive, both on the front and rear of the grip, with the checkering on both sides and the, I don't know what we would call this, some sort of stippled texture up through here where your thumb goes. It's really incredible. I like it. I'm not sure if I like it quite $1,000 much, but I do like it. So this gun does come with 3 magazines, at least in my state it does for now. It comes with the 15-round magazine, it comes with the 12-round magazine, and it comes with a 24-round magazine. I wonder what that board meeting was like, where somebody just like raised their hand and was like, hey, I got this great idea. Let's just go ahead and let's throw a mag in with this new gun. Let's throw in not a standard mag. Let's throw in a 24-rounder just for shits and giggles. And then somebody on the other side of the table was probably like, why would we throw in a 24-round mag with this gun? And then this dude's over on his side of the table and he whips this sucker out and he's like, yeah, 24-round mag. Why the F not? This is America. This is how we do things around here. All right. I mean, I can't be mad at that, right? That's how we do things. Perfectly okay with that. My Rock Island TAC Ultra, that gun came with one 17-round mag. Like, what the shit do I even do with one 17-round mag? I'm going to go out to the range. I'm going to spend half my time reloading my single mag that came with this gun. It's stupid. So yeah, I like that FN throws in 3 mags with this gun, and I especially like that one of those mags could potentially be considered excessive as hell, because I'm all about excessive. One thing that I'm not all about is this 12-round mag and its little built-in pinky extension. Now, I get the idea. The gun itself has a very small grip on it. So we have a small grip, we take this small mag, we insert it, we have a very small and compact, very concealable package. This is exactly what a lot of people are looking for with concealed carry. For me personally, this is not a comfortable grip. I don't feel like there's enough to fill my hand. It's not how I like to hold a gun. For me, the sweet spot is the 15-round mag that this gun comes with, because when the 15-round mag is inserted, the grip on this gun then becomes roughly the equivalent to what my Smith & Wesson M&P is. For you Glock guys out there, it then becomes the size of a Glock 19. Personally, I don't like the smaller guns. Guns like the Glock 43 or the M&P Shield, they don't fit me well. With this FN 509, if you like a smaller gun, you've got that. You can roll with the 12-round mag and you can have a nice compact package that you can go ahead and leave the house with whenever you like. If you prefer something, more like the M&P or the Glock 19, you can use the 15-round mag, and then you have that size of gun. If you need something even larger, you have that big 24-round mag for your backup, I guess. Basically what I'm saying is that this gun is very versatile. No matter what style it is that suits you, you're going to get that out of this gun. Now, because this is a tactical version, it does come with a threaded barrel and suppressor height night sights. These iron sights really aren't bad. I'm not a big fan of iron sights in the first place. Definitely not a fan of night sights. A lot of people know I think they're real gimmicky. I don't see any point in them. I just personally would rather not rely on night sights. I'd rather have a weapon-mounted light on my gun so that I can positively identify anything that may potentially be a target. When it comes to sights, I am much more the red dot type, and of course this does come optics ready, which is nice. Inside of the bag, it's got a number of different plates and mounting options for different red dots. Now, this one in particular does have the Holosun 507C mounted to it. Now, I really want to say this much. This may not be a very popular opinion, but I like pretty much everything about the 507C better than I do Trigicon's RMR. Go ahead, let the hate comments flood in. It's not going to affect me. You know, the reticle is nice and bright and clear and easy to see on the 507C. It has shake awake, it has a solar panel, and it has a side-loading battery tray. Would I prefer that it was an American company that was manufacturing these things? Yes, of course I would. But to be honest, it has everything that the RMR should have at a lower price point. So yeah, I like it better than the RMR. And in fact, I like it enough that I'm going to buy a few of them to replace the red dots on my handguns that I have currently. TLR 7A. It's not a bad light, actually, for being as compact as it is. It's a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. I've got the TLR 1HL on my M&P, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference between those two. This is a hell of a lot brighter than this, but this doesn't add hardly any weight to the front of this gun. It doesn't hang out off the end of it at all. It's compact, it's tucked in really well. I really like the switches on this light. They're easy to access, nice and comfortable, they're right there. Honestly, I'm really liking everything about this setup. I think if this were my gun, the only change that I would make is I'd probably add the Apex trigger. Not that there's anything wrong with this trigger. I think for a stock trigger, it feels pretty good. I just really like the Apex products, so I'd probably swap that trigger out. So the FN509, it is a nice gun, and unfortunately I was not able to get any range footage with it this week. We are in the middle of one hell of a rainstorm, and I didn't really feel comfortable getting all my camera equipment out there in the pissing down rain like it is right now. And being in Washington, that's actually saying something. We're used to the rain, not really used to this kind of rain. As far as recoil and accuracy goes, I would say it is exactly what you would expect from a gun that costs $1,000. There are no surprises there. It runs smoothly. I didn't have any hiccups with it at all. The gun was just as accurate as I would expect it to be. At this point in firearms development, I feel like pretty much all reputable manufacturers are going to have the same performance. They're going to have the same accuracy. It is the more budget end of things that you have to watch out for when it comes to these things. What I'm saying is that if you spend $1,000 on a pistol, it's most likely going to run well and be very accurate. Probably more accurate than you're able to be. This is definitely a gun that you can buy with confidence though. If you've been considering buying one of these, if that $1,000 price tag is within your budget, I would say just go ahead and spend the money. FN's line of pistols are definitely high quality and their price certainly reflects that fact. During my short period of time with this pistol, I've actually become impressed with it enough. I'm considering buying one to work into my carry rotation. All right, that's it for today and the FN509 Tactical. I hope everybody is staying safe out there, and I will see you very soon.